Hey, welcome back to Alien Rust Mod. There's the Camaro sitting, waiting for me to work on. We're not going to do that again today. Sorry. This is a Jeep. This is a new Jeep story. We just finished up that cross member, the exhaust hanger. Worked out fairly well. It was a little, cumbersome. But anyways, it worked out. But today, I'm having issues with my windshield wiper fluid. It's not coming out of the back or the front. It's just spitting out on the front, and there's something's going on. It might be a cracked, the reservoir itself might be cracked. I don't know. I'm just changing out the pumps today. I did not think that the reservoir is leaking, so I don't think there's a crack. And as you can see, there's fluid right there. Yep, right there. So what we got here are two pumps. One's for the front, one's for the rear. They come with the same. They have a little harness. You might not use one of the harnesses, but they send a harness with each. And it comes with two different size washers. So you have to see what you have and use appropriately. All right, you can get these at, I got this at AutoZone. Part number 8-695. Cost about $45. A little expensive, but I had some Amazon or AutoZone bucks, and I got $20 off, so it cost me $25 plus tax. So it's not too bad for me. But you can go on Amazon and find the same thing, probably cheaper. But I just didn't want to wait a week. I wanted to get this done ASAP. All right, the windshield wiper pumps are underneath the fender well right there, but optimum thing to do would be jack up your Jeep, remove the tire so you have room to work, because you're gonna have to pull off this plastic cover, and it has these little fasteners to hold it in. So I pulled out mine. It has a bunch in there, so if I break one off, I can just replace it. There's a tool to take these off. I do not have that tool, so I'm just going to pull it off. I'm only going to pull half it off, probably just up to here, and then do that. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, I just peeled it back a little bit. Actually, there's nothing holding it on except one down in the corner back there. It's a big one. Just apply even pressure on both sides and pull on the rubber. Try not to break it, because if you break it, you're screwed. And it popped right out. And as you can see, if I can get my phone in there, right there. All right, the bottom one's your rear and top one's your front. Now you got the hose right here. You unplug that, all that fluid's going to come out. And so make sure you have a pan down there. And if you unplug it and turn the car on, I think you could turn the wipers on and the fluid will actually flow out faster. We'll see if we can do that. All right, that worked out pretty well. That's pretty much all of it. It was going pretty slow, so I just flipped the hose around and put it on this side. Instead of sucking in, it pushed out air. Stuck it in there and just kind of sealed it up with my hands, and it pushed it out pretty well. That was pretty cool. All right, each pump goes into the reservoir, and all you see is the gas, or the rubber gasket, and the pump, and then all the wires and everything. To take this out, all you're going to do is just grab onto it and pull. It should come right off, and then it'll be still attached, and you unhook the line and drain everything out as it's still draining. And as you saw, it did work a little bit with the pump, but there might be more fluid. It might come out. Just be prepared. But it comes out that easy, and you just switch out the wires and you can plug it back in. All right, there they are, and I don't see any more blue in the tank, so let's go ahead and we're going to disconnect the bottom one and connect the new one, and then we'll disconnect the top one and connect that new one, and then we'll put them in reverse order. Be right back. All right, there's the old one. It actually doesn't look that bad. I've seen on some online they were really crusty, but since it has the harness, I'm going to go ahead and just unplug it from the harness. And it is the larger of the two rubber gaskets, so we're going to go ahead and use this one. Here's the old one. It doesn't look that bad, but these are from 1997, I'm pretty sure. Anyways. All right, I just unplugged the top one, and look at that. That's why this one was not working right. Or I'm going to go ahead and change it anyway. So there's some of that in there. So before I install these two, that's the new one. There's an old one at the top. I'm going to go ahead and flush out the reservoir and try and get all that gunk out, because it's just going to clog up again. All right, to suck out all that goo, I went ahead and put tape around a hose, stuck it on the vacuum, the shop vac, and just sucked it out. It worked really well. So all the gunk has been pulled out of that area, so we shouldn't have any more clogs. All right, here's the top one. I pulled it out. It just came out real easy, and as you can see, there's the goop. This one doesn't have a harness on it, so it just has a connector. So all we're going to do is pull this off and connect it back up. All right. All right, before you put the pump in, go ahead and put the grommet in, or the gasket, or seal, whatever you want to call it, and then easily put the pump in, so you don't push that grommet through and lose it in the reservoir. All right, there you have it. They're all plugged in and the hoses are in, and we're ready to test it. So we want to put a little bit of fluid in there just to cover that up and see what we get. All right, that was successful. Both pumps are working, and they're working perfect. Well, they're working the best they can. Before you wrap everything up, look for leaks. I don't see any leaks. Nothing dripped down in the water, or the old fluid. And just remember to button everything up, and you're good to go. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Alien Rust Mod Garage.